He showed up to the slavish retirement party right as the whispers slice through the music. There's the frigid dote who can do anything right. The wet drifted like smoke, poisonous and delivered. I felt then settle on my skin, cold and familiar. Then my stepmother, perfumed, lacquered, and proud of the empire she married into, looked directly at me and curled her lip. Security, she said loud enough for sessionalists to hear. Remove this useless woman. He didn't protest, he didn't blink, he simply turned and walked out. Silence is a blade when you know how to hold it. Outside, beneath the gold-lit awning, I canceled the family funded account with reswipes of my phone. Then he transferred my $17,000 lion, not that they ever remember the NDT, into a private irrevocable trust under my name only. I was on the sidewalk when my phone lit up, 4 missed calls, then 10, then 20. Visitime y reached my building, it was 56. Visitime y reached my door, they were already pounding on it. Backstory. The root of the knife. It's strange how betrayal echoes. It never starts the day it's spoken out loud. Dad used to call me his pride back when his hair was still black and his smile didn't depend on who was watching. When it was just a to abuse, and he still saw me, not the inconvenient remnant of a marriage he'd buried. Then she came, the stepmother with the diamond cut left and the perfect sympathy for poor little me, the dote who worked too much and smiled too little. She played him like a seasoned violinist, plucking strings of insecurity he never admitted he carried, and he let her. What had wasn't the change, it was how easily I believed her vision of me discovery, the key decay. The first sign was financial. Always is. Credit cards never used were suddenly family managed. Investment accounts had nuanced voices. Emails from that became cold, short, suspiciously phrased like they'd been edited. Then he found a message. A single line in her phone, screenshotted and forwarded by the only ally he had left in that house. She doesn't even realize we've already shifted the boat in shares. Once she's out, she's out. My father had replied with a thumbs up. A thumbs up. The kind you give to a kaweke, not your daughter. My chest burned, not with pain. No, I'd felt that too many times to mistake it. This was clarity shift when the fire turned to focus. He didn't scream, didn't confront, didn't play their game. He learned long ago that when people underestimate you, you don't correct them. You collect advantages. He hired a forensic accountant. He met with a tennis. He pulled financial documents they assumed they didn't know how to access. They forgot that companies' agent bylaws were drafted by me. They forgot he built the structure they were trying to cut me out of. They forgot he wasn't weak. He was patient. Every betrayal has a hinge. He just needed to find it at the execution. The quiet collapse. It took 2 months. 2 months of letting them think he was drifting away. 2 months of signing nothing and agreeing to everything. 2 months of documenting every misstep, every misuse of my name, every illegal financial maneuver they took trying to harass me. And then the night of the party. He said the final moves, the trust transfer, the account crouches. The notifications that would go straight to the corporate board the second the system registered and authorized the activity. It didn't need to be anything done. They'd already lit a match. All it did was that the fire found them climax. The door, the faces, the fall. They stood outside my apartment door. My father red-faced, my stepmother trembling with indignation. 2 cousins who never spoke to me unless they wanted something. My father barked, "What did you do?" He let the door open only halfway. They didn't deserve more. "You pushed me," he said quietly. So I stepped out, my stepmother snarled. "You ruined everything." "No," he interrupted. "You did." He just stopped carrying the weight. He watched the moment it hit them. The realization that every financial artery they relied on had been severed. The board notifications, the frozen assets, the legal filings had time to trigger the moment they tried to corner me. My father's voice broke first, not with anger, with fear. "What happens now?" He held his gaze, feeling nothing. "You live with what you chose." Resolution. They come after vengeance. They left eventually, scrambling to salvage what was already gone. He sat alone by the window as the city moved below me. Quiet, alive, indifferent. Relief settled over me like a warm, steady tide. They wanted me silent. They mistook silence for the end. But silence is how revolutions begin. And mine ended exactly where it should, with them knocking on my door and me smiling as it refused to open.